Okay, we have Chander sir with us, and thanks to him for giving us the time. So first of all, I would like to tell you that Chander sir has two ventures. One is eAge, and one is Nursify. So today we will be talking about eAge first. Sir, I would like to know that what actually eAge is.
Sure. So, hi everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. So, eAge Tutor is India's pioneer online education company. We train people on spoken English communication skills and employability skills. So far, we have touched almost 1 million people and changed the lives of 1 million people who have, we got them to think in English. Okay? And I'll get to why I say think in English. But the idea is to prepare people for a better career. So somebody who's going for a corporate job or going overseas or starting your own business and working with the global citizens, our idea is to make them employable, make them career ready, and we train them on communication skills.
Great. So basically, what kind of courses you have at eAge?
Sure. So as I said, these are career-oriented courses. So a couple of things. Number one, we do spoken English skills for better career, better social life, which will basically get you ahead in life. Okay, so that's communication skills. So anybody who cares to learn English, so take an example of a software engineer who's dealing with people in the US, or a technology guy who's working with people in the UK, and they need to communicate with them in English, right? Or you join corporate and you want to improve your communication skills to make an impact on your company. So that's one target audience in spoken English skills. Second, and which is very important, is the IELTS and TOEFL programs. So anybody who is going to settle abroad or would like to migrate from India, either for studies or for career, we help them prepare for IELTS program.
Okay, yes, because it is must to have clear your IELTS.
Correct. So that's number two. And number three, which is very popular these days, is as a addendum to or as a additional course to the English, what we do is interview skills preparation. Okay,
great.
So whether you're going for a domestic job with top 500 companies or you're going abroad, we would help you prepare as to how to ace an interview and get the best job possible.
Perfect.
So these are kind of three major courses that we run.
So these all our courses are meant for adults. All are the career-oriented courses. So is there any course for children also that, or it is only for this career-oriented courses? Sir?
No, absolutely. So we have our youngest customer is 4 years old, and the eldest customer is 60 years. So while I talked a lot about adult or career-oriented courses, we do cater to school segments. So as I say, our youngest customer is 4 year old in basically KG. Okay, and I believe the foundation for the language needs to be built right from the school years.
Okay.
So we do cater to school students. We have students from, of course, Panipat, Jalandhar, and we go to our south side and all the way up to Kochi. Okay, so we cover the whole length and breadth of the company, and of course, from a target audience point of view, we equally work with school students as we work with adults as well.
Great, sir. Great. That was actually my concern. That is it only limited to the career-oriented people or adults, or it is for school-going children also?
Sure.
Sir, how does eAge provides career or job opportunities?
Sure. So, definitely as part of our process. So, first of all, we have almost 5,000 trainers on our panel. Okay, and in addition, we have a team of about 50 people all across the world. So we have offices in Singapore, we have Dubai, London, and India. And these are, so what are the kind of people we hire? Number one, you could be an online teacher. Okay, and online teaching opportunity is available to you wherever you are in the world.
Okay.
Right? So whether you are, as long as you are on planet Earth and you are able to work from home, we have a job for you. So online teacher is number one. Number two, to make sure we get students to join, there are counselors who are required to provide the course information that I just talked about, right? So we need counselors who can work from any of our locations. In fact, we just hired 10 counselors in Nepal, just to give you an idea. Okay, so Nepal is just one example, Dubai is another example, and of course in India we have Gurgaon office and Kochi office where we hire a lot of people. But there you have the best part is that we provide hybrid working opportunity. Whether you are working from home as an online tutor or as a counselor, you have the opportunity to work either from home or from office.
Okay. Sir, the teachers can also work as a counselor. They can also get the new, or is it restricted that they have to be into this tuition thing only?
Yeah. So good question. No, anybody can be a counselor. Okay. As long as, so there are a couple of things. You need to have great communication skills. You should be able to convince people. Okay. And you should be able to provide the product information. And you should be pretty good on the phone. Okay. Because you are talking to the customers all across the world. And, as long as you have these three criteria, even a 12th pass can be a counselor.
Great. So it means that they have a multiple earning opportunity that they can earn as a teacher also, as a counselor also.
Absolutely.
So here's what I would like to know, that all these profiles you have, as per you, there are two profiles. One is of the teacher and another one is for the counselor.
Sure.
So are they having any basic salary, or it is all on the base of work they do?
Sure. So in the case of counselors, they are able to make anything between 20,000 upwards. Okay. So starting, typically you start at 25,000 rupees, and then that's a fixed pay, and then you will also make incentives on top. So counselor usually will, if they do well, will walk away with at least 35,000 rupees every month. For the teachers, we pay per hour. Okay. But if you, let's say, work for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, most of the teachers are able to make about 25,000 rupees a month. And by the way, imagine whether you're sitting in Punjab or Haryana or anywhere in the world, right? Or you're sitting in Jamuni Talaya, I don't care. Okay, as long as you have a device with an internet connection and you are able to teach, you have that earning potential. Okay?
Great, sir. Sir, when it comes to teachers, is there a teacher, as you told, that if they are working for 8 hours, it means that it is a flexible time, they can work according to their convenience for 4 hours or 8 hours. So the classes which you provide to them is according to their schedule, or you set up a schedule and they have to be fit into that schedule?
Sure. A very good question. So I think it provides, so two things. From a teacher point of view, and by the way, 99% of our teachers are females. Okay, so any homemaker who is at home and would like to earn money and not like to be dependent on the husband's money or father's money, is a unique opportunity for them. So from a teacher point of view, you can stagger your 8 hours. So you can do 2 hours in the morning before you make breakfast for the family. Okay, or if you're a homemaker, of course, you can do 2 hours in the afternoon time. Okay, when your kids have gone to school, husband is at the office or at work, you can work during 2 hours during the noon session or afternoon session, and then you can choose remaining 4 hours in the evening. Okay, the fundamental point is we provide a lot of flexibility to the teachers. Okay, and the reason is our classes are operating between 6 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. at night. Okay, so that's the flexibility from a teaching point of view. From a student point of view also, so let's say if you're a professional who's working during the day, 9 to 5 job, you can attend our classes before going to the office or after coming back.
Got it.
And lot of our, by the way, 60% of our traffic is in the 4 hours of the day. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, and so that flexibility is on both sides, and that's why we love our teachers to work in the staggered hours, as long as and they can work from home or from anywhere for that matter, right? So it provides flexibility to both teachers and also students as well.
So, as you said, that basically anyone can be a teacher or a counselor. So, is there any basic qualification or skills you are looking for that should be there? You can't compromise on that.
Sure. So, I think for counselor, as long as you have good communication skills and you're able to convince, and a basic education, right? Technically, anybody beyond 12th can do it. 12th pass can do it, but I think we usually expect about graduation, to be done. But quite frankly, we don't really care, because this is not just education. This is selling, right?
Yes.
So then we accept people even who are 12th passes done. Okay, but the key thing is one should be able to communicate well and convince the other party, right? So that's one. For teachers, however, we want to make sure that the quality is, there's a certain level of quality that is, given to the student, because you're teaching, you're educating people and providing them new information, helping them with new skills. There we look at minimum graduates with 5 years of teaching experience, okay? Because we want to make sure we provide very, very high quality service to our students. So that's why we're a bit stringent on the teachers.
So, suppose if a person comes to you, the person has a good communication skill, and you see that if the person is good while it comes to teaching, so then also that 5-year condition is must.
So what we would do, I think, so we have a very rigorous interview process. We do make some exceptions, case by case. If you're really good, so I'll give you an example. In the early days of eAge, we took some teachers who were students earlier, right? So students had 6 or 1 year of experience. They came to us, and but they were pretty good. Okay, so I remember a girl from Deshbandhu College who was a student who came out, was teaching kids in, if you look at example of Delhi, students in Landoi, right? For them, she was up here, right? So yes, we do make exceptions basis the talent we see, and if somebody is really good, we are very open to make exception and welcome them to eAge.
Perfect. Sir, how exactly you make the payouts? When it comes to salary, your salary dates, and for teachers, if you're paying on hourly basis, then how exactly the payouts are being done?
So most in-house employees will get paid by the 7th, between the 7th and the 10th of the month. And we don't default on salaries. Okay, as simple as that. A lot of companies would. I'm making it clear so that
that matters, sir. That is that.
So
matters.
as a philosophy, I've been in corporate world for good now 30 years now, and as a philosophy, we don't default on salaries. Okay, number one. So for in-house employees, 7th to 10th of the month, and for tutors, because they're all working from home, our usual pay cycle is 26th to 25th of the month, and they get paid by between the 10th and the 15th.
Okay.
So by 10th, everybody gets
paid. Okay. So anything you would like to add? Because I think that is all I want to know from my end. Anything you would like to add to the audience?
Sure. So I think eAge, I think we started the discussion earlier. We have been a pioneer in this space of communication skills training. One important thing that I like to highlight for the audience is, although we help you speak in English, we believe that the foundation for that is laid by creating and immersing you in the environment so that you can start to think in English. Okay, and that's our motto. We want to make sure that the classes are done in a way that's high quality. We don't have more than 5 students in the class, and by immersing you in the right environment, we want to make sure you can start to think in English, and eventually, hopefully, you'll start to speak English.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.